gorgeous! Today we're talking monthly favorites. What month am I talking about though? May. What is, oh, I'm not sure. May, wait a minute, I don't have my mic on again! Hi gorgeous! Today we're talking monthly favorites. May monthly favorites because we are June, which I'm so excited. I love that summer is just about here. I don't know where you live in the country or in the world, but here in Jersey we've had just beautiful weather except for today and last night. Last night kind of rained like crazy. Am I too zoomed out? I don't think so. I don't think so. It rained like crazy all night long, like thunder and lightning, and this morning has just been like an off and on just rainy day, but it is quite warm. It's still hot outside and very humid, but anyway, nonetheless, it is summertime. I am just excited because I love summer, and yeah, I want to share some of my favorite products with you. I also have a dupe and I have two fails. So let's get started with the favorites. The first, I'm not really wearing many of these on today because I actually filmed a makeup tutorial, an all drugstore makeup tutorial for you that's coming up pretty soon, this look. So this is kind of a mixture of things. This foundation, do you guys remember I purchased this in my Target haul? This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish Skin Perfecting Full Coverage Foundation in True Beige. This is a gorgeous foundation. I'm talking really, really beautiful. Great coverage. It doesn't leave you sort of really matte, but I like wearing sort of a dewy finish primer underneath, either my Laura Mercier, my Makeup Forever HD, or I like, I use my Dior Glow Maximizer underneath of it. What is this? So it just gives me a little bit of that luminosity, kind of shines through, lasts all day long. It's a gorgeous foundation, although I've been going to the beach, and I think, well, this might be too light for me right now because we were at the beach this past weekend, and even though I put so much sunscreen on, I still get color. So I might have to get a shade darker than that, or mix in like a liquid bronzer or something just to give it a little bit more warmth, or I can just warm up with my face with bronzer, doesn't really matter. But this is a gorgeous foundation at the drugstore. It's absolutely beautiful on the face. Very similar to, not quite the same, but very similar to the Estee Lauder Double Wear, although I think this might be a little bit more wearable for those of you who have dry skin, because the Estee Lauder Double Wear is really not meant for someone with dry skin, although I still use it because to me it's my holy grail for when I film. And you would think, why would you wear that when you're filming for Laura in the kitchen? Because it's not an HD foundation. I'm not taking flash photography, so it's fine, but we have such bright lights in front of me, side and above, so I have to use a foundation that just doesn't slide everywhere, and that works really well. But I'm going to test this and see if it works. But so far, really been loving it. And if you hear my air conditioner come on, I'm sorry, I'm not turning it off. It is hot. I'm upstairs now. We used to live, our old house used to be just one level except for the basement, but our house now is 2 floors plus the basement. So the second floor, which is where all the bedrooms are on, gets really hot if the air is not on, so I have to keep it going because the lights I use are also really hot. You needed to know all that. Anyway, the second thing, actually I have 3 face products. Aside from the foundation, I have 3 face products, a couple of lip products, and a brush. This bronzer. Joe and I were recently in Miami, and every time we're in Miami, he always takes me to the Sephora on South Beach to go shopping. It's really sweet. It's kind of like a little tradition. And I picked up this bronzer. It's from Makeup Forever, and I think it's a new product. It's the Pro Bronze Fusion, and I got the color, what color did I get? Does it even say? 300, no, 30. You have to build it up, but it is you see it right there? It's a gorgeous bronzer, and it's really beautiful when you've got a little bit of sun, so that it's got a little bit of a red undertone, so it just makes you look sun-kissed. I love it. And it's not, I don't know what the deal is with the texture of this, but it's not a powdery poof everywhere. So when you put your brush in it, you just don't get powder everywhere. It's not like, it's almost like a, I don't know, it's like a pressed moussey texture. I can't describe it, but it's really beautiful. You do need to build it up, so keep that in mind. What just fell? You do have to keep it up, so keep that in mind. Build it up, but it's really, really beautiful, and I love it, love it, love it. Let me get a wipe to have handy because I want to be doing some swatches for you. Did I tell you I have a dupe for you at the end? By the way, I just had a cup of coffee, so I'm going nuts. Okay, the next favorite, this blush, which looks like nothing in the pan, really was not thrilled when I saw it, when I got it, but I got it because I just figured it would be a good one to try, and I've seen some people talk about it, so I went ahead and picked it up. It's by Clinique, and it's one of the new cheek pop in the color Nude Pop. I thought, I'm not gonna, it just doesn't look interesting, you know what I mean? And I don't love these blushes. I like them a lot. I have 4 others. Makes no sense at all. What I mean to say is, I don't reach for them because I don't love applying them. The best brush I found to apply them is my the name always, like, I lose it. The pink ones. I don't know what they're called. Sedona Lace. Okay. I love applying these with a Sedona Lace angled brush. That's the best brush to use with these cheek pop, from what I found anyway. But this, I don't know what it does on the skin. It looks like nothing when you swatch it. You see it? It's like right there, but it looks like nothing. When you put it on the face, it's just a natural, very, very, very light, flushed, glowy face. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It just makes you look like you're kind of glowing from within, and you have a little bit of color on your cheek, but it's not that noticeable. It's ridiculously beautiful. I can't believe it. I didn't see it coming. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it does have a good sheen to it. I don't know if you can really see it if I bring it up close. It does have a really pretty sheen to it, and I'm obsessed. Obsessed. And the next face product is this highlighter. Now, you know, I'm a walking disco ball, kind of 24/7. Don't apologize for it. I love me a highlighter, and this is the Baked Illuminator from Laura Geller in Gilded Honey. Someone on Instagram mentioned it. I happened to be in Ulta. When I was just searching for something else on Instagram, I happened to be in Ulta. I picked it up, and I could die. It's so beautiful. Except if you're fair, you won't like it. If in the wintertime, I don't know that I would like it because it's very gold. So you have to have just the right complexion. Do you see that? It's very pigmented. It's gorgeous. You have to have, look at that. It's ridiculous. You have to have just the right complexion. It's really stunning on the face. I already have a highlighter on, but you know what? Why not? I mean, look at that. Instantly. It's gorgeous. And I'm just using whatever I have left on my finger. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They do have another color. It's more of a pink tone, and I might pick it up because I love the texture of that. I've heard it's very similar to Heat Wave from Estee Lauder, which was discontinued, but I did hear they're bringing it back, and if they do, I'll be the first person to get it. And Whisper of Guilt from MAC, which discontinued. Okay, then I want to talk about a brush. This is from Morphe, and it's the G8 brush. I don't know if you can tell. It's very slightly domed in the center, tapered. It's very slightly tapered in the center. It's not very big. This is the most amazing bronzer brush. I've been using it every single day. I'm embarrassed to say I've had this for over 2 weeks. I washed it when I very first got it, and I haven't washed it since, which I wash my brushes once a week. But that's because I don't want to have a single day where this brush is wet. So I'm going to end up actually ordering another one to have on hand because this is a gorgeous bronzer brush. It just gets in the hollows of your cheeks, so it's good if you want to contour, but it's also good for an all-over face bronzer. It's awesome. It's really awesome, and I definitely suggest you pick it up. It's really inexpensive. I think it's like 14 bucks, and very often on the Morphe website, when I notice that they have like buy one, get one 50%, something like that. So love that. Okay, then I've got a few lip products. The first one is this, which I am wearing today over the LA Girl lip liner in Natural Cream, which is a really nice one, but I've only worn this once or twice this month, so it's not a favorite, although I do like it. This, however, I've been wearing constantly, and I've been wearing it with that. I've been wearing with the Milani lip liner in Nude, or All Natural. They have both. One's nude and one's all natural. I've also been wearing it with MAC, Boldly Bare, like all those light brownie colors, lip liners. This is beautiful. This is the NYX Simply Nude Lip Cream in color Peaches. I'll swatch it for you. It's a very, I don't know if you can really see that, it's right there. It's a very light pinky nude, but I love this. I love the way it feels. It doesn't slide all over the lips. It's not matte, but it definitely is very opaque and it stays where you put it, and I just think it looks good with everything. Oh, I also wore this with, which was a very different look. I had to blend it really well, but I also wore it with MAC lip liner in Morning Coffee. I filled in my entire lip with it, and then I just dotted this in the very center and blended it out, and it was beautiful. It almost gave it like an ombre effect, but not ridiculous looking. Loved it. So I definitely think you should pick this one up if you haven't already. Okay, I have a dupe for you. I was putting this on today for the first time, and I didn't even know how long, and I thought this looks really familiar, and this is the Shine On Lip Gloss by Flower Cosmetics. Now, they don't have a name on here. I think the name was on the sticker, but I got rid of the sticker. But it's the number underneath says LG2. I believe the name of this is Baby's Breath, and it is a dupe for the NARS Turkish Delight. I couldn't believe it, but I put it on. I was like, what? I'm going to swatch the NARS Turkish Delight. I'm swatching them pretty heavily so you can see the actual color. Then I'll swatch. So this is the NARS Turkish Delight. I hope you can see that right there. Right over there. And then this, I'll swatch right next to it. The only difference is that the NARS Turkish Delight is a hair more on that milky white, but this is more wearable. So, but they're really, I don't even know if you'll be able to see NARS Turkish Delight, and this is the Baby's Breath by Flower Cosmetics. Finish is the same, texture is the same, no smell. I can't believe it. When I put it on, I was like, you've got to be kidding me, because the NARS Turkish Delight is my all-time favorite lip gloss, and this is virtually the same thing, but I think even a tiny bit more wearable, although you really can tell on the lips, you cannot even tell a difference. But the NARS one is just a hair whiter, if that makes sense. But like I said, you can't tell a difference on the lips, and it's not worth the extra, I don't know, 15 bucks. I think this is like 7 bucks, and this is about 24 maybe. So give this one a try if you've been wanting to try the NARS Turkish Delight. You won't be disappointed. And then I have 2 fails. I used this today. I've been trying to use this because it's been in my collection, and I think, you know, I really need to use it because it's my collection. I bought it, I spent money on it. It's not that I spent a lot of money on it, but it's the Maybelline, the Nudes palette, and every time I use it, I'm so disappointed with it because it is so hard to build some of these colors. Some of them are fine. Like the black one, I used it today. Sorry, I have a hair. I used it today, and just to like build the color took about 5 layers. I'm not even exaggerating. It was ridiculous. So it's like, why can't you just make the pigmentation a little bit better? But this color right here, I try to use it as a brow bone color, but I don't know if you can see. It's not pink, it's like patchy. So it's really hard to blend. Some of these colors, like look at this gold one. That is pathetic. That is ridiculous. So if you wear these, if you buy this, if you have it, I definitely suggest using these over a base, but disappointed. I don't even know why I bothered. It is what it is though. And then the last one, I bought a small size of it because it was a day I was at Ulta and I picked up this highlighter. You know, by the checkout they have an entire display of but travel size items. And I picked up this, which is the Kenra Volume Spray Super Hold Finishing Spray. I don't understand how this is to help you with volume, because as soon as my hair is down and you put this on, it gives you hold. So it's phenomenal for updos. Like I will put this on. First of all, it is so heavily fragranced and it makes you want to barf. But it's very, very, very sticky and hard. There's no way you can wear this with your hair down because it gets all like sticky and it holds together, and like it's just terrible. Do not wear this if you keep your hair down. Does not give you any volume. It just makes your hair sticky and it just makes it stiff and crunchy. So wear this when you're doing an updo because it'll last for 14 days straight. I guarantee it. And if you have a sensitivity to smell, you might not like this. But I think for the price, it's pretty good for just throwing in your purse. If, like I said, you're going to have your hair up and you want to make sure your flyaways are just out of the way, this will do the trick. Okay, those are all my favorites, my flops and my dupe. I love finding those in my collection. Let me know what some of your favorites were this month, and let me know some of the highlights of this month for you, because I like hearing that because it's always really exciting. The highlight of this month for me was definitely my nephew's 3rd birthday, my nephew Brad. He is just one of the many sunshines in my life, you know, one of the many babies that I love, although he's not a real baby anymore, but that was definitely the highlight of my month, just celebrating his 3rd birthday. And he's at the age now where he's so interested in things and discovering things and getting his own personality. He's one of 4, so he's discovering his own personality and really trying to stand out from the rest of his siblings. It's just precious. So that is everything. Let me know what you want to see next, and let me know some of your favorite products of the month, and I will see you next time. Mwah!